live trade on the Australian dollar Japanese yen on the 1 hour chart. Here was my entry. My stop was up in this region, and we've seen price come all the way down, and we're almost at target 1. So because we're so close to target 1, I have moved my stop just to break even now, so this trade is on the house essentially. Hopefully we'll hit this target in the next few hours, and then I will be looking at more long-term targets, maybe down in this region. We can see on the daily time frame this is in an uptrend, so we'll see if we can break this area and push down further, and then maybe start to hit these moving averages or get into this area here. But I'm just going to let it run. So back to the 1 hour. When it hits the first target, well, my stop is already at break even, so it's going to sell half my position at my first target here. So let me zoom in, and my stop will stay at break even. I might just pull it down a bit further above this kind of shelf here, lock in some more profits, and then just let it run. I'll be back with updates. An update on the Australian dollar Japanese yen short trade. I think my previous video we hadn't hit our first target yet. Since then we've come down and passed through our first target, so I've sold half my position on this trade, and I've currently got my stops in and around 85.37, this area here. Hopefully price will continue south. We did put in this bullish pin bar in line with this horizontal, if you want to call it, resistance. So we'll see what happens here, but my stops are up in this region, up in this region, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be back with updates. Another update on the Australian dollar Japanese yen short. Like previously in my last video, we had just hit our first target and I had stops up in this region. So now you can see prices since dropped off quite considerably. I've now moved my stop up here. So actually, sorry, in line with my first target. It's up here. So if price comes back up, I'll get out with an overall risk reward of 2.5 to 1 on the entire trade. But currently the second half of the position is down here. I'm currently sitting at just at about 5 to 1 risk reward. So we'll see how it plays out. I've left, it's currently the Friday before Christmas, and the market's just closed, so I'm just going to leave this position open, and hopefully we can ride this one down as far as we can get it. I'm going to follow it down on the hourly chart, but I'm looking at this region here as a possible target because we've got daily resistance here, and then it faced a bit of resistance here. So if we can keep on pushing all the way down here, we'll just have a quick look what that would net us. That would be roughly in the 13 to 1 risk reward. So anyway, as soon as the market reopens and we have some further movement, I will be back with the Australian dollar Japanese yen. Just a small recap: we hit our first target here on the 22nd of December, and price continued to move down. The market closed on the 23rd of December, and then we started to hit the Christmas period. So much like my previous video, I was very aggressive with my stop, and I moved my stop into this region, more or less in line with this first target, and you can see price came up and stopped us out. So I got an overall risk reward of 2.6 on both the first part and the second part of the trade. So I risked 1% here, and we made a total of around 2.6% on this trade. Again, just to verify that this was a real trade, this is a screenshot of my live account, and you can see up in the top left hand corner it says live, and I just blanked out my account details for privacy purposes. But you can see here, this is the first part of the trade where I sold, and this is this here. You can see the closing time was the 22nd of December, so that's when I closed the first part of the trade, and then the second half of the trade was on the 28th of December, which is today, for 68 pips. So these are both close to 2.6 risk reward. Thank you for watching.